Hi, Star Community. Let's see. I want to talk some more Libra with you guys since we are in the season of Libra. And the last video I made for you guys was all about the Libra Sun sign, the generalization of the Libra archetype, right? Libra as the ego. So now I want to look at the difference between Sun, Moon, and Rising Libra. So what does it mean to have your moon sign in Libra? What does it mean to have your ascendant, also known as the rising sign, in Libra? What is the difference with that? So the sun is the personality, right? And the moon is the emotions in a nutshell. So the moon, I would say, is the second most important influence after your sun. All right. The moon moves quickly. It visits each sign in 1 month. It's about 2 days, 2.5 days in each sign. The moon really represents our deepest personal needs. Okay. It's our basic habits, our habitual behaviors, our gut reactions, our unconscious. The sun acts and the moon reacts. Okay. The sun is rational mostly, and the moon is irrational. It's like that instinctive emotional reaction. All right. The moon is also what we need to feel safe and what we need to feel secure. It shows up in relationships a lot, the moon sign. So let's look at Libra as the moon sign here. So now we have a Libra moon. We have an air moon. We have a 7th house kind of influence on our emotional world. Okay. So Libra moons really care about beauty in their world. They care about their own home. They care about their family and creating this harmonious. My teenage sons are in the kitchen. They're being loud. It's okay. Do your thing. They care about creating this harmonious home life. It's a tranquility in the home. It's peace in the home. Much unlike me right now with a hurricane blowing through my kitchen. Anyway, the aesthetic standards are high with a Libra moon. So there's a light and kind of airy quality to the Libra moon. They're great at compromise, emotional compromise, because they can see both sides of a story, okay? There's an emotional fairness that comes in. Emotionally, things have to be fair for them on an emotional level basis. They love to share. They love to be in harmony. They love to create peace in their family and in their home environment and to those close to them as well. That's important for them. There's a strong need for partnership with a Libra moon. This is where they feel emotionally safe and emotionally secure. And do you want to come say hi? My teenage son, Jonah, who's 18, has a Libra moon. And he's just like laughing at me in the kitchen. They want somebody to come with them, like even if it's just to the grocery store or to the gas station, like they want that person beside them. There can be a flirtation that comes in with the Libra moon as well. Sometimes, because it's the emotional world that we're talking about now, there can feel like an incompletion without somebody to share their lives with, to be in relationship with, right? They need to be part of a team, part of a duo, emotionally. They can be emotionally dependent on the other. That's something that can come in with the Libra moon. When faced with like separation from the other, it can be very emotionally painful for a Libra moon. The emotional world can kind of be shaped by the other, more so than any other moon sign, because they're so other oriented, right? They can use the mirror of others to understand their own feeling world or their own emotional nature. So, Libra moon, because it's an air sign, and I think I spoke to this too when we were talking about the sun, they can tend to lead with the head rather than the heart. They could be somebody who is really great at talking about their feelings and their emotional world, but having a really hard time feeling their emotions when they talk about them. Can you wait to turn the blender on until I'm done? Give me a couple more minutes. No, I'm serious. Please. Don't, Elia, stop. Okay. So now let's look at but I'm really serious. Just give me a couple more minutes. Now, real life, people, real life. Now let's look at Libra as a rising sign. Rising, ascendant, same thing, right? So now we're moving out of the emotional world and we're looking at the soul. We're looking at the soul of somebody, and we're looking at the physical body of somebody. So it's how the soul moves and presents the physical body. That's the rising sign. So whatever your rising sign is, the planet that rules your rising sign is going to be your whole chart ruler. So with the Libra rising, now we have Venus as the chart ruler. And because we're looking at the physical body as well, we're looking at what area of the body Libra rules. So it rules the lower back, it rules the kidneys, it rules the bladder. And kidneys, one of their functions is to eliminate wastes and toxins in the body, right? To clear it out, to create equilibrium and balance, much like Libra. So Libra risings are concerned with maintaining balance. There is a Venusian quality to their physical appearance. So most Libra risings, you'll find this beauty and this grace and this class that comes in. You know, Venus is about what's pleasing to the eye. You know, it's about the arts and beauty and love. So Libra risings, they can really represent that in their physical form and in their soul. So they can oftentimes have these lovely heart-shaped faces, Libra risings. They're the ones with the dimples in their cheeks when they smile, you know, very charming. They have beautiful skin, Libra risings. There's just a beauty about them within their physical body. There's going to be a straightforwardness because it is a cardinal sign, right? And cardinal signs are very straightforward. They're initiators. There's a classiness and a charm. And this Venus magnetism, we're drawn to Libran risings. There's a loveliness about them. They can be really concerned about their physical appearance. So these might be the ones that adorn themselves with jewelry or makeup, or concerned with how their hair looks. You know, there's a concern for the physical appearance to remain youthful and beautiful in a sense. So these are our Libra risings are the ones that are trying out the wrinkle creams, that are using the self-tanner sometimes, plastic surgery, hair dye. You know, there's the physical body wants to remain pleasant to the eye. That's a concern for them. And accepting that about yourself too, and accepting that about your Libra rising that you have in your life. And they usually achieve this. They're beautiful. They're beautiful to look at, a beautiful energy, tons of charm. There's a pleasure principle that comes in because they're ruled by Venus, much like Taurus. So they want to kind of indulge in the sweeter aspects of life, sweeter foods of life, like chocolate and sugar and desserts and wines, hearty dishes. They like to entertain. They like to be social. They like to host the dinner party, you know, and food is a big part of that, right? What matters to them, Libran risings, is that there's beauty around them. There has to be balance around them, beauty, order, for them to feel good in their soul, in their physical body. The lighting in the room, the colors in the room, how the dinner table is set, you know, those things matter to them. So looking at the soul, right, because the rising sign has a lot to do with the soul purpose, one of Libran's soul purposes is learning about how to balance equality in partnerships and their interactions with others. Fine-tuning the understanding of relationships as a spiritual path, not as a means of defining who they are. Okay, so having this awareness around when they're not in relationship, they're still themselves, who they are when they're not in partnership, holding on to that when they are in partnership and not losing that independence, learning how to be independent in this dance of interdependence. Okay, it's a really big deal for Librans, especially Libra moon or Libra rising. All right, so that is the difference between Libra sun, moon, rising. The other piece I want to bring in here too is how to differentiate the sun, moon, rising. I like to put it this way. When I first meet you, I see your rising sign. It's how you present yourself. See your rising sign. When I get to know you a little bit more, I see your sun sign. When I really get to know you on a personal level, I see your moon sign. Okay? It's kind of a way to look at it as well. And our very fearless leader, Deborah Silverman, has her rising sign in Libra. I see this showing up with her a lot. You know, she has this way of, yes, she's very independent, but she likes to pull people into her. She likes to have like people by her side, you know, even making decisions. It's like making decisions with the team or a group of people. You know, that Libra rising really shows up. And I adore that in her. And her youthful appearance, even though she's 8,000 years old, as she says. I didn't say that, she said that. Anyway, that's it for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising. And I'm thinking when I come back on, maybe in a couple days, we'll do Libra, pairing it with each of the moon signs. So if you're a Libra Sun and you have an Aries moon, what's that like? If you're a Libra Sun and you have a Taurus moon, what's that like? And going through all 12 of them. What do you guys think? And let me know too if this resonates for you, if you have Libra Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have somebody close to you that has this. Okay, enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.